Hi guys. So today what we're going to be doing is, or this week rather, what we're going to be doing is writing our beginning for our opinion writing. So I wanted to just remind you of what my opinion prompt was, and then we're going to get started on actually writing. So my prompt says, your city leaders are considering allowing dogs on beaches in your city. Write an essay for your city leaders in which you give your opinion about whether or not dogs should be allowed on the beach. Use information from the passages in your essay. So at this point, we should have all planned, and you all are writing an opinion piece about whether or not straws should be banned. We discussed a little bit about how your opinion doesn't necessarily reflect what you think, rather, it should be which information the text has more of. So, with my camera being broken, I cannot show you my plan, but I do have my plan sitting right here next to me. And unfortunately, the text said or supported more that dogs should not be allowed on the beach. I was just at the dog beach this morning with my dogs, and sadly, I have to write about how dogs should not be allowed on the beach. So, today, what we're going to do is we are going to be writing our beginning, and you can use any one of the strategies that we've learned this year. We used Imagine, we have used the sound strategy, we've used quotes. I'm going to use purposeful fragment. So purposeful fragment, remember, is like a list, but instead of commas, we're going to use a period. And I'm going to use a description to start off my writing using the purposeful fragments. So I'm going to say, sand between your toes, period. Sun shining on your face. Dogs. Oh, you know what? I am trying to convince my reader that dogs should not be allowed on the beach, so I don't know if I'm going to mention dogs yet. A good book in your hand. Nothing could go wrong. Wrong. A giant dog comes running at your spot on the beach. You immediately fly out of your seat and run. I'm going to say you've chosen to spend the day at a dog beach. All right, so I'm going to reread this back to you. This has quite a bit of voice, which will entertain my reader, but later we want to make sure that we're also informing. So I said, stand between your toes, sun shining on your face, a good book in your hand. Nothing could go wrong. Wrong. A giant dog comes running at your spot on the beach. You immediately fly out of your seat and run. You've chosen to spend a day at the dog beach. I'm going to say, while some people believe their furry friends belong here, there are many reasons they shouldn't. In our beginning, not only do we need to have a hook, but we also need to state our opinion. So I've kind of started to introduce my opinion. Now I'm going to give 2 reasons why, and then I'm going to state my opinion. So I'm just going to say, dogs are dangerous to humans and the environment. But they're also dangerous to themselves. The beach is no place for a dog. Dogs should not be allowed on the beach. Okay? And so this is my beginning. It doesn't need to be too long. I believe mine is like 5 or 6 sentences. But I wrote enough here to hook my reader. I gave my 2 reasons why dogs should not be allowed on the beach. And I stated my opinion. So I'm going to reread that to you one more time. Sand between your toes, sun shining on your face, a good book in your hand. Nothing could go wrong. Wrong. A giant dog comes running at your spot on the beach. You immediately fly out of your seat and run. You've chosen to spend a day at the dog beach. While some people believe their furry friends belong here, there are many reasons I'm going to say they don't. Dogs are dangerous to humans and the environment, but they're also dangerous to themselves. The beach is no place for a dog. Dogs should not be allowed on the beach. I'm going to make this a little bit more specific, and I'm going to say dogs at the beach are dangerous to humans and the environment, because that's not necessarily true that dogs are dangerous to humans if they're not at the beach. Okay, so here's my beginning. So I will have a typed up success criteria list for you to follow when you start writing. Please let me know if you have any questions.